It's 2025, May 25th to be exact. So much time has passed now, yet today I feel this need. A need to write these words down, not for you, not entirely, mostly for me, I think, to see them onto the page, to finally give them shape. This letter may never find you. Perhaps it will stay tucked away, a secret conversation with myself, or maybe one day the wind will carry it. The act of writing is the true purpose, a quiet way to process things, to understand the journey we shared, and the paths we walk now. Separately, this isn't a letter of blame, nor is it filled with regret. It is simply a quiet reflection, a time that helped make me, me. Do you ever think back to how we met? It feels like a lifetime ago, like a scene from an old sweet film, so wonderfully unexpected, so bright. A sudden surprising turn in the ordinary rhythm of my days. I wasn't looking for anything then, and then there you were. Your smile was the very first thing. I remember it so clearly. It was like the sun breaking through clouds after a long grey spell of rain. And your laugh, it was infectious. It echoed in a way that made me smile too. Instantly I felt a curious pull, a gentle nudge from the universe. We talked for hours that first day. Do you recall? About everything, and also about absolutely nothing. The connection was just there. Immediate, undeniable, a beautiful, hopeful beginning. Oh, the adventures we embarked upon, those spontaneous road trips we took, singing badly to the radio, windows down, the quiet evenings spent on the couch, sharing silly dreams and future plans. Those were the sunlit days, truly filled with so much warmth, so much light. I cherish those bright memories. We built our own little world, didn't we? A cozy haven just for us, filled with our private inside jokes and our favorite hidden coffee shops and all those silly little traditions. It was our special shared universe, unique and precious in its own way, a tapestry woven from our moments. But life as we know isn't all sunshine. We faced our share of storms too, misunderstandings that rumbled like thunder, words unsaid, creating a chill, shaping what we became to each other. Certain small things still bring you to mind, unexpectedly, in ordinary moments. A particular song playing on the radio, the comforting smell of old, loved books. The way the sunlight filters in late afternoon, these tiny, everyday triggers appear, and for a moment I'm back there, lost in a whisper of the past. I remember that trip to the coast so well. The wind was fierce and wonderfully wild. The vast ocean stretched out before us. We felt so incredibly small then, yet standing there so deeply connected, holding hands tightly against the biting chill, that memory remains vivid, a clear snapshot etched into the album of my mind. And then there was the time I was quite sick. You made me that warm, healing soup. You sat with me and read aloud. Such simple, unassuming acts of kindness. They meant more than words could say. A reminder of the care we shared. There wasn't one single dramatic moment, no sudden explosion or grand declaration. It was much more like a slow fade, a gradual, almost imperceptible turning. A gentle bend in the road, one we couldn't quite see coming, or perhaps one we subconsciously chose not to, hoping the path would straighten again. Our individual paths started to diverge, slowly at first, then more clearly. Our dreams, once intertwined, began to point in slightly different, separate directions. We tried to hold on, to pull them back, to force them into alignment once more, but the current of life was too strong, pulling us gently but firmly apart. The conversations became more difficult. The easy flow turned into an effort. The comfortable silences grew longer, and sometimes a little less comfortable. The space between us began to widen, that our chapter was drawing to a close. The process of healing took its own time. It still does on certain quiet days, like a tender wound that needs gentle care. There were many tears shed, of course, and a deep well of confusion, and for a while a sense of being adrift, searching for a new anchor in a sea that felt suddenly unfamiliar. But through all of that emotional weather, a quiet, resilient strength began to emerge. I learned so much about myself, about my own capacity for resilience, about what I truly need and value. The pain in its own way was a teacher, a harsh one at times, certainly, but an effective one nonetheless. I don't regret our time together, not a single moment of it, truly. It was a significant, beautiful chapter. It brought immense joy into my life. It brought invaluable, hard-won lessons. I'm deeply grateful for it all.